What's good, everybody? So, sorry for the lighting. Um, so yeah, obviously, I wanted to talk more about my Giants. I said what I had to say about basketball. Looking at the Giants' schedule, which I did a prediction on it, and looking back at what I said, I'm gonna kind of nitpick because the Giants are in a situation where they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. If you're a Giants fan out there, you should know that the Giants was never top five in offense in the early 2000s. They was not even top five offense in the 80s and 90s. The Giants have always been a defensive team. That was their butter. That was their cream and butter or cream and coffee, whatever analogy you wanna put out there. Not one time, even when we won those two championships, we were in the bottom of the barrel. We were. I think the second championship we won, Super Bowl 46, we was ranked dead last in the NFL in rushing. The first Super Bowl that we won, a lot of people said, it was a fluke. You know what I'm saying? Even though we had a very bad first quarter against the Buccaneers, we turned it up, what I'm saying, in the second quarter. Going into Dallas, no credit there, going into Green Bay, Corey Webster with that clutch interception, you know, after Lawrence Tynes missed like two field goals. The third one was a charm. So, and then going to the second Super Bowl run, going into, Lambeau again against Aaron Rodgers, and then going to the 49ers, and then beating the Falcons at home. So, there was just so many, you know, misconception about that team. But the Giants have never been our top offense. Even when we had Odell Beckham Jr. and Victor Cruz, and we had Toomer, and we had Plaxico, and we had rookie Steve Smith, we were never top 10 in anything offensively. We were always top 5, top 10 defensively because we was always a defensive team. Look how many great defensive coordinators that we had over the years. We never had a great offensive coordinator outside of Cal. I think his name was Kyle Williams. Eli Manning's first Super Bowl run. Yeah, I think that was. I think he was in there. I think he was Eli's offensive coordinator for his first Super Bowl run, and then after that, they fired him and brought in Kevin Gilbride, which he stunk. And then after that, you know, they made amends of bringing Bob McAdoo in to fixing Eli Manning's mistakes because he did the same thing to Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Not that Aaron Rodgers threw that many picks, but you would see why Aaron Rodgers was always in the top 5 in touchdown categories. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But we've never had a great offensive coordinator. Never. Never. So what I'm trying to say is the Giants are heading into the season with 5 primetime games. We all know Daniel Jones's struggles in big games. Now, obviously, I give him credit against the Vikings. Obviously, the Vikings had our number in the regular season. We turned around and returned the favor when it counted the most. And then plus they was at home too, so that made it even worse. You know, I know a lot of fans would probably say, "Oh, if the Vikings were at home, they would have won," but they were at home. We punched them in the mouth, plain and simple. But Daniel Jones is gonna have to step up big time. You know, if he wants to be that quarterback that everybody thinks he can be, he has got to show up. You know what I'm saying? And then I have proof right here. You know what I'm saying? I know you can't see it because it's a little dark. But I'm gonna try to get like a Giants T-shirt. You know, like I don't wear jerseys. I really don't. I'm not a jersey person. Never have been a jersey person unless I customize my own jersey. Then I'll probably wear mine. But I'm not gonna wear somebody else's jersey. You know, I wear hats. I wear like, accessories. You know what I'm saying? I wear like necklace and stuff like that. Like my Giants hat, my Giants Christmas hat that lights up. You know, I still have that. It's in storage though. But other than that, I don't wear jerseys at all. You know, unless I customize my own, which I can. But anyways, man. Yeah, he's just gonna have to step up, man. He's gonna have to at least. Let me see. He's 1-10 in primetime games. He's gonna have to at least win six. He's probably gonna have to go like 6-10. You know. Let me see. Hold on. Let me do the math. We play five. No, we play 6 or 5. I think Kansas City have 6. Yeah, so we have 5 primetime games. So out of 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he should probably go 6-10. He should probably go 6-10 because starting the schedule off, we're going to have a very hard stretch. Obviously, yeah, we're gonna have a hard stretch. Short week, Thursday night football against the 49ers. I mean, and after that, we go back. We face the NFC West this year with the 49ers, the Seahawks. Um, you know, and after what happened last year against the Seahawks, we went up there and beat them. So they're probably looking for a little bit revenge. So it's gonna be a hard fought battle. I'm not gonna lie. I do have the Giants going 9-8. I think I said that. But a lot of people had them going 7-10. I think the Giants are probably going to decrease. Not decrease, but I think the Giants are going to rail back a little bit. That's what they say. I mean, I already put my 2 cents in there. I already put my, I already made up my mind. But that's what they say. You know what I'm saying? That's what the people on Facebook say. Like, they're gonna go at 7-10 at best. They're gonna decrease a little bit. They could take a step back. Um, the offensive line still needs help, which obviously getting one center is not gonna fix it. I thought that they was gonna get another offensive lineman. But they still have to send supplemental draft, which I don't think. They did pick up a few guys, but obviously I think it was mostly on offense. Because the bread and butter right now is on defense, is on offense, I should say. That's where the money makers are. They don't. I'm not gonna say that they don't care about defense, but that's not where the money lies. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not where you know like people came to see fireworks. They didn't come to see a defensive battle. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the NFL is headed. The NFL is headed into that 4 wide receiver set. Vertical. Cornerbacks can't jam the receivers like they used to. Have to play off 5 yards and all that stuff. Free release, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So the NFL has changed over the years. But I mean, I don't know where we project. I don't know where we are projected to be offensively. You know, but Daniel Jones have weapons, and there's no excuse. If Daniel Jones can't get it done, we already paid him, so we might as well just ride with him until the wheels fall off, right? But if he's not the guy, we can obviously move off of him. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not gonna sit there and wait for him to, grow up. Because Eli Manning had to grow up fast. Even though he had a pretty good mentor in Kurt Warner, yeah, his rookie year wasn't the best. We all know that. But when the game was on the line, when you needed that clutch play, that clutch pass, he never disappointed. He was 9-1 in the postseason. That one interception coming from the Super Bowl. But that wasn't his fault. Steve Smith should have caught that pass. That ball slipped through his hands, and it went into the other hands of the Patriots defender. Outside of that one interception, he could have been flawless. You know what I'm saying? But Daniel Jones, again, he's not Eli. He has to be himself at the end of the day. And I think they can get it done. I don't think they're gonna digress. That's the word I was looking for. I don't think they're gonna digress. I don't think they're gonna take a step back. I think they're gonna take a step forward. Will they make the playoffs this year? I don't know. I don't know. Each year's different. I know a lot of Giants fans like to live in the past, but whatever they did last year is last year. You have to do it all over again. You don't get a cookie for just one good performance. You have to consistently be good, just like Eli. Eli was never hurt. That's the one thing. That's the one knock I have on Daniel Jones. You know, yeah, he could run, but he needs to learn how to protect himself as well. You know what I'm saying? Look how durable Russell Wilson is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Russell Wilson can run as well, but he uses his head as well, not head like, but he uses his brain. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't put himself in harm's way. And that's what Daniel Jones had to learn. You slide when you need to slide. You go out of bounds when you need to go out of bounds. Now, if they hit you late, then obviously that's an automatic flag. But we've seen quarterbacks slide and still get, you know, nasty hits. You know what I'm saying? I remember in the Pro Bowl where Sean Taylor lit that quarterback up. I don't know if he was a backup, but he lit that dude up. All you hear is like a thud. You know, but you can't really play like that no more these days. So the Giants are gonna have a very good season, I believe. They just gotta stay healthy, and that's never a if, because all teams are gonna go through injuries. You know what I'm saying? This is not Madden where you could turn their injuries off. Players are gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's a 17-game schedule, which I never understood. Like, why you add an extra game for? These ain't basketball players. These are football players. They're not equipped to playing. They should have just stuck with 16. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. They have yet to play. They have yet to pay Saquon Barkley. Barkley obviously declined to $14 million. I think they franchise tagged him though. But they just working on the deal. Whatever deal he seems that it's suitable for him, he'll take it. But in terms of the Giants moving off of Saquon, like if the Giants do decide to move off of Saquon, the pressure on Daniel Jones is going to be tremendous. Because that's what a running back job is, to take the pressure off a quarterback. It depends on how good the running back is. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how good the running back is. Hell. The Vikings released Cook. So imagine, but you can't really have a two-headed monster like that, Cook and Jones in the backfield. You know what I'm saying? What about the rest of the running backs that we have? Like we have Matt Pereira, we have the dude. I think his name is Drake. We signed in the draft out of Oklahoma. Um, you know, so I mean, we don't have the best of running backs because Saquon Barkley is obviously our best offensive weapon that we have. You know, Jalen Hyatt is still a rookie, so I don't expect him to burst like that. I don't expect him to burst like that. You know, I don't think he's gonna pull a Odell Beckham Jr. and win Rookie of the Year or whatever. But I think he has a better shoulders and a better understanding than Odell. Obviously, you know, even if Odell was not if, but even when Odell was good for us, we were losing. We had a losing record. You know, go back and look at that 2014 season. We had a I think we finished 7-9. You know, we missed the playoffs, and then he went on to win Rookie of the Year and then Player of the Year, and you know, and then he was just sitting at home. I mean, we was just sitting at home. You know, so I mean, and then after that, he caught a break. After that, I think that 2016 season, we caught a break and we won like 12 games, or I think we went 11-4 because of our defense. You know, a lot of people think that it was our offense, but we were struggling on offense. You know, it was our defense that was bailing us out. You know, what did they call themselves? NYPD Blue, whatever. New York, New York defense blue, something like that. They used to call themselves NYPD Blue because we had a very good defense that year. You know what I'm saying? We signed Snack Harrison, Olivier Vernon, Jack Rabbit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all that great talent on defense should have exceeded high expectations, but they did. You know, we had Landon Collins at the time, so you know, like I'm a historian when it comes to this shit. You know, like I'm like, come on, man. But we should have a good season. Now it's gonna be a stretch. It's gonna be stretches where we lose 3, 4, even 5 games straight, game stretch. You know, like we could easily start the season off 2-0. We can easily start the season off 2-0 because we at home against Dallas. You know, the first time ever. You know, because usually from like 2009 all the way into now we would always go to Jerry's World. You know what I'm saying? So now that we have a primetime game at home, we have to show up and show out. You know what I'm saying? You know, not too many. We don't really get that many opportunities when it's a primetime game. You know, to show out for our fans. And we were pretty good on the road. You know, we were not good at home this year, or last year we was not good at home. But this year, or not really this year, but last year we were pretty good on the road. You know, we went to Tennessee and we beat the Titans. We went up into the loud stadium in the NFL. We beat the Seahawks. I think we beat the Ravens at home with Lamar Jackson. I think that was a home game. Yeah, I think that was a home game. That was a home game. My bad. So this season is gonna test Daniel Jones. This season is about Daniel Jones. To be honest, if he's that clutch quarterback, can he get that demon off his back? Can he get can he get that playoff monkey off his back? Or a primetime game, I should say, because he did pretty good. Like I said, he did pretty good. He did pretty good in the postseason, but he has to do it again. He has to have. We have to have a great record. We have to have a good. We have to have a good division record. Because I remember in 2010 we went 10-6, but we had a abysmal record not defensively, but divisionally we had a poor record. We swept Washington twice, but we lost to Dallas and Philly twice. But we finished with a 10-6 record. But how does that not make sense? We finished with a 10-6 record. That should have easily catapulted us to the playoffs. but we didn't get in because of our divisional record that wasn't good. So you mean to tell me like your divisional record, and your regular season record have to be even? I mean, look at the Carolina Panthers. They made the playoffs with a 7-9 record. You know, even though they got beaten down, I think by the Saints, if I'm not mistaken. You know, even the Saints had a poor record and still made it to the playoffs. You know, but we couldn't in 2010. If you go back and look, we were pretty good in 2010. You know, we were pretty good in 2010, but we couldn't get in because of our divisional record. So we have to get that fixed. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy beating Washington twice. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy beating Dallas twice. Eagles beating them twice. We just have to get it done. So like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for listening, and until next time, take care of yourself and each other.